Wonder if you can give me a hand here.
You're bleeding. Mom, this is Frank.
Who's kind enough to offer me a ride?
We really can't help you.
Frankly, this needs to happen. The plot has to do with a girl, a woman, who's divorced and has a son, and she is a shut-in, basically. She's agoraphobic. She doesn't want to leave because, in her mind, the standard of romance has been totally splintered, and she doesn't know what to do with her life. She doesn't understand her personality anymore. And a guy comes into her life in order to try and survive a prison break, and they have 5 days of a fairly incredible relationship. Just know that there's more to this story than you'll see in that paper there. You won't be needing that any longer. When you have to say I tied you up, you won't be lying.
I've always been a fan of Jason Reitman's work, and obviously I've been watching Josh since The Goonies, like most young girls have, and the story really grabbed me. It's based on a book by Joyce Maynard, and I do love working on things that have been adapted from a novel. And also playing someone very, very different. For me, I play someone who's quite fragile and weak on the surface initially, and you don't get to see her strength emerge until the story progresses a little bit more. And so I just knew that would be something really different for me to do, and to play a single mother of a young teenage boy. Again, I haven't played that relationship out on screen before, and so it just presented a lot of really new, interesting things for me.
It was just unlike anything I'd ever done, and while the ephemera was completely new, that it was a thriller, that it was a drama, that it was a romance, what I liked about it was that it was about people coming together in an inexplicable situation, that love that doesn't make sense on paper, I think is what drew me at the end of the day.
You could tell that somebody was really personally invested, first of all. When Joyce Maynard wrote the book, I thought, okay, so is this something that she went through? Is this something? And then I found out that she had a correspondence with somebody in prison. And then, so this is kind of her imagination gone wild, but based on a real desire to connect, obviously, or feeling maybe that she hasn't been connected in that time in her life, or she wasn't connected in that time of her life. So the desire was obvious to me, so I liked that aspect of it. So when I read it, I was very moved, but I understood and could identify with somebody who really just is severely wanting a connection with another human being.
I never know what an audience should take away, but hopefully they'll be moved, hopefully they'll cry, and hopefully they'll tell their friends to see the movie.
We're gonna hit the road and never look back.
Well, withdrawal like this quantity, this a little suspicious.
All right, son. You want to tell me where you're going?
I came to save you, Adele.